Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm out on the Honda Goldwing today, taking a ride. It's a beautiful day. Going to take this Honda Goldwing out, ride it. I want to do a little review here of the Garmin Zumo XT2. It's also connected to the Garmin Zumo radar, which is on the rear of the bike. I can show you that. And the actual radar system is right back here. This thing picks up the cars when they're coming up behind you or going left or right, and it signals you up there that there's a car behind you or a car passing you. This thing is great on the Goldwing. I really like it. I also have it mounted up here, dead center, instead of on a ram mount. I really like this mounting location. It's right in front of my face. I can see it good. I can reach it good. And you can see this bracket I have on here. And I did not run the wire down in under here yet. I just kind of run it out in the open. If I ever have this apart, then I'll run the cable through there. But for now, I didn't want to tear it apart to do it. But you can see the bracket that I put on there. So you can see the cars here there's cars behind me, beside me. You can see them on the radar here. So the cool part about the radar is it will show you there's a car behind me, but I'm getting away from them actually unless they catch up. If they come around you, and when they get close, they'll turn yellow. And they get about to right here, then it goes away. Same on the right. So it shows it on here, but it also shows it on these indicator lights right here. Now, if somebody comes up behind me and gets too close, it will show them red. It will sound an audible sound, but it'll show it red on both sides here, lighting up showing somebody's too close behind me. And then, as I said, when they get around you, coming up beside you, that'll turn yellow. I'm getting further away from this truck behind me, so it's kind of losing him. If I slow down here, he'll catch back up. Speed limit's only 35 through here because they're doing some construction, it looks like. Oh, now it's 25 up here. Hopefully this ain't a mess where they got some tar down on the road. If they do, I'll turn around. I'm not going to go through tar. Alright, maybe I should have went somewhere else. May have been a bad pick for a drive today. Which I'm going down to Pena Blanca Lake here in southern Arizona. Yeah, they've got us stopped. I think I'm going to turn around. I don't want to fool with all this today. It's going to be a while, and I'll have to come. When I go down there, you got to come back, which means I'll have to go right back through that. So we'll go on downtown here in Nogales, which is the closest town with some traffic where you can see the radar better. But other than that, the Garmin is amazing. I don't use the navigation on here. I don't use CarPlay. I use the Garmin. I just like it so much better. I use this Garmin on my Trail 125. I also have one on my 300L. Absolutely love the Garmin GPS units. As I said, this is the Zumo XT2. The Garmin Zumo XT was a great GPS also. This one just has a little more features, like you can add the Zumo radar to it, which you can't on the XT. Now that Zumo radar will work on here. It'll work without the GPS. It'll work with on the phone, just like this, and show it. I can put it on full screen too, like that, so you can see just the radar. But it will also work. We'll take a ride here, go down the interstate. It will also work on your phone, but you can use it, as I said, with no phone and no GPS, just the Zumo radar, because it indicates you up here on the mirrors where I have them mounted. As far as GPS, if you can use this thing, you can set it to anywhere in the United States you want, or any whatever country, and it navigates with voice navigation just like your GPS would in your car, like Apple CarPlay does, Google Maps on your phone, whatever. This thing does it just like that. and it does a perfect job at it. It's really, really good. You can just unclip it off here, take it in your house, make your routes on here, add your pins where you want to stop, all your stopping points where you want to go, and program it right there into it. And take it in the hotel room with you. Guys, it just clips on and off of here, real simple, like that. You see my mount, snaps right back on, and you're good to go. So if I go into gas station or something inside, I'll take it off there and stuff, because I just don't trust people. I've had things stolen before and don't want it to happen again. So if I want, I can actually hit this X, turn that off, and then I don't have the radar on at all. And then if I want my trip data up here, I can actually push this, hit trip data, and now I got my trip data on here. Shows the time, my trip miles from when I started, which I've not went that far today. I didn't reset it. Shows my elevation, and you can change all these options around to what you want. You can see right here, it shows I'm headed south on West Frontage Road. I'm doing 46 miles an hour, but right there shows the elevation 3,664 feet. As we go up and down, and of course that's going to change. But I like the trip data if I'm not using the radar and I just want to use them on here, on either side, and don't want to use it on the screen. I like having the trip data on there just because it shows the time on there, the elevation, and I can, like I said, I can change those to a lot of different things. I can go back. If you want to navigate, you just click on where to. Of course, home. You can select waypoints. You can put in search for any place that you want to go to, just like you would on any GPS, and it works flawless. Put it back on view map. But we can go to different things on here like group ride. It's got the group ride thing, so you can use the group ride radios if you want to do all that stuff. Route planner, your music, track recorder. You can use the Explorer app on there. All kinds of different things that you can use. I have no idea where we're going. We're just going. Let's view map. So we're going to go down here and go under the interstate. Let's go back to the Zumo radar here. Okay, now we can see there's a car behind us back here. It's beeping. I heard it beep on the Zumo, and it showed him red because he was too close to me. If I slow down, it will beep and turn red. He's not going to get too close. Good guy. But it's funny because on here too, he shows a car, but if it's a motorcycle, it will show a motorcycle, or if it's a semi, it will show that it's a semi. How in the world it knows that, I don't know, but it does work. Now you can see it shows a semi, yellow there. Of course, I'm going past it so it'll go away, but it shows two cars back there and a semi, which is correct. Now you can see that yellow light on, that means there's a car to my left. He's a little further back now, but he gets up here closer, it's going to turn yellow, like that. And then when he passes me, he gets up right here or so, there it goes away, because you don't need it anymore, you can see him. The Garmin Zumo XT2 has been fabulous on this goldwing. I've also used this, as I said, on my dual sports for off-road. It's rugged. It's really good for off-road stuff on your dual sport, dirt bike, side-by-side, ATV. You can use it on pretty much everything. It's just a great thing to have. I can guarantee you, once you start using one, you just wonder how you got along without it, that's for sure. And the Zumo radar is not something you have to have. That's just something I added, especially here on the goldwing, because it's where I do a lot of street riding. I wouldn't necessarily need it on my off-road bikes. Very rarely am I riding much street stuff. There, he's yellow here. Shows there's a few more cars back there, and there is. And then of course when I get there and stop, it just kind of goes off. You don't necessarily need it when you're stopped. It's for when you're moving. As I said, I can put this on full screen and we can watch just the cars around us and not the map once we get going here. Okay, now it's showing the cars. You can see it a little better probably. See the yellow car, which is the truck beside me. I see the cars behind me. You can see when they get over into the lane, they're going to come around and pass you. Slow down here. Now he's going to go past me, and the yellow will go off here and off there when he gets right there. Here comes another one. He's going to turn yellow. There, he turned yellow. It went off. So it's definitely something for safety, and it works really good. Here comes another one. Right there, goes off. I really like the Garmin Zumo XT2 with the radar feature. It's really nice, but even without it, I wouldn't do without the Garmin Zumo XT2 on my motorcycle, on all my bikes, wherever I go. I just use them. The maps are so good, they're so detailed. Route planning is so good on this thing. So we can turn off the radar now. I'll just go to a full map here. Zoom in closer to where we're at. Now we can see all the streets. I don't know this town, I'm just riding, so I'm just going forward. That's where I can tell you where we're going. So you can put this on 3D look. I always use the 2D. You can put it on the 3D look on the maps, whatever. There's the 3D map, like most people use in car navigation right there. And I've done it just by pushing this arrow right here, so you can go in your direction forward or north forward, or you can put it on 3D. It does show our speed limits here, like we're in a 40-mile-an-hour zone right now. And it's actually really accurate. I mean, it's funny, when you get to a speed limit sign, that will change. And it tells you which road is coming up ahead. So it says like West White Park Drive ahead. That tells you what the next road is that's coming up, and I can see it on the map here. West White Park Drive right up there. Once we get past it, it's going to show the next road that's up ahead. So that's pretty handy too. There it goes. Now it says West 3rd Street. And of course it shows you, you can turn it off of course, but it shows you that I'm speeding, I'm doing 47, so that's red around there, because the speed limit is actually 40, but I'm doing 46 right now, 45, but it's still red. Once I get down below 40, it'll turn back solid white there. Now if I want to see my trip data for the day, I can click on this, and it will show me all of my stuff here. My max speed was 82 I did today. Moving average 46, average 35, stop for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. All this stuff is on here, and I can actually reset this real easy. I can reset all settings or reset any of them that I want. I'll select all, reset. So now I'm starting everything from 0 again on my data. And we'll put that radar back on because I am in a lot of traffic. And it sure does work. It comes in handy when you're in all this traffic. It's hard to pay attention in front of you and still know what's going on beside you if somebody's coming up there. Even if I'm not going to get over into the left lane, I still want to know, like, there's somebody coming around me right now while I'm looking forward, so I don't have to pay attention so much over there. Nobody around me right now at all. Free and clear right here. So if you guys are looking for the best navigation out there for your motorcycle, whether it be a Goldwing or a Honda Shadow or Harley or whatever, I could tell you, you won't get better than the Garmin Zumo XT2. And if you couple it, go ahead and get the Zumo radar, I mean, it's a fantastic setup. Like I said, I don't even use this navigation on here. I don't use Apple CarPlay or my phone, none of that. The Garmin is the way to go. Even in my car, I can use this Garmin. It works for a car GPS. It's not just motorcycle. It works on, like I said, side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, cars, whatever. It works really good. They got mounts for everything, too. You can mount this thing on pretty much anything you want. Super simple to use. Updates are free. You just got it made when you buy a Garmin. If you're going to get one, why not buy the best out there? But there you guys go. Garmin Zumo XT2 and the Zumo radar. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Click that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified when I put out a new video. And we'll catch you all in the next adventure. Ride on.